Hey Knights, thanks for joining us. My name is Natalie Monalegre, and today is Wednesday, September 9th, 2020, and here's your nightly news update. UCF has placed residents of 3 different sororities with on-campus housing on a 2-week quarantine due to concerns of health and possible spread of COVID. A total of 79 women living in Zeta Tau Alpha, Kappa Alpha Theta, and Alpha Espion Phi are being told to stay in their rooms. However, while in quarantine, these students are allowed to pick up food deliveries and other essentials. COVID is also forcing travelers to stay put, and hotels in Orlando area have taken a massive hit because of it. Until this past month. UCF Nightly reporter Sean Green tells us more about how hotels in our area are starting to get business once again.
After being at an all-time low with business since COVID-19, Orlando hotels are starting to see a rise in hotel occupancy. According to the Orlando Business Journal, Orlando's average hotel occupancy rate reached 29.3% in August after being around 12% in April. Orlando has over 450 hotels and 125,000 guest rooms. According to a hotel market data report, Orlando is still way below the national average of 48.8% for hotel stayers during COVID-19. Front office manager at Springfield Suites Orlando, William Rodriguez, says he is starting to see an increase in guests this month.
We've seen modest rises weekend-wise, where we see guests trying to make it out to the parks, seeing if it is safe, but more often than not, it is still kind of obviously not where we'd like it to be in the time being.
Hotels are taking guest health and safety seriously by closing high-contact areas and limiting the amount of people entering guests' rooms. Orlando is hoping that the health measures that they have put in place will entice tourists to come back and visit these great hotels in the city. With UCF only allowing 25% occupancy in the stadium this football season, some alumni will not be traveling to see the Knights play, leaving hotels emptier than normal. Front office manager at the Holiday Inn Hotel in Orlando, John Malloy, doesn't think it will hurt them that much.
Well, it's going to hurt us a little bit, but in the long run, we're taking all the necessary procedures, steps, precautions, in cleaning the room, keeping, the guests and the patrons at a social distance safe, mask required.
In Orlando, Sean Green, UCF Nightly News.
Orlando hotels hope to regain a bit of traction to close out the year. Now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today's high is 90 degrees with thunderstorms and a 90% chance of rain. Tonight's the low is a cool 76 degrees with a 60% chance of rain. And tomorrow's high is 89 degrees with cloudy skies and an 80% chance of rain, bringing us with more thunderstorms in the afternoon. The fall 2020 semester is definitely not what the new Knights expected. UCF freshmen are currently adapting to a new normal because of COVID-19. Most classes are being held via Zoom, a large amount of clubs are put on hold, and homecoming events like Spirit Splash are postponed. Unlike semesters before, students must wear face masks on campus, and the nightlife new college students dream about is gone. Some freshmen say that they were not expecting this at all. Freshman art history major Sophie Mendoza says she is disappointed that she won't see the full experience.
And Spirit Splash and all that, but it's not really the same, even though they're trying to do Pegasus Palooza through Zoom or whatever. I was excited for that, but now they don't have it, it kind of sucks.
Mendoza says she stays positive by talking to friends and doing some errands instead of just staying at one place. She hopes to get the full experience after the pandemic ends. UCF says they will continue to make the most of the college experience while keeping a safe environment for new and returning students. The UCF Art Gallery is now open with a new experience, and that could be viewed in person or right from home. The exhibit called Illumination, the Darkness, Our Carceral Landscape shows a variety of work from 25 artists about their experience in prison. The American Civil Liberties Union website states that the U.S. incarcerates more people per capita than any other country in the world. Creator Carrie Watson says that the exhibit tackles police brutality and demands for reform through the Black Lives Matter movement.
It seems to be very important to shine a light on police brutality, violence against people of color, systemic racism, all of the ways in which people of color are marginalized and minoritized by our system here in the United States.
Watson says the exhibit also touches on the struggles to rebuild a life after incarceration. The UCF Art Gallery is now open weekdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., or you can also view the virtual exhibit on their website at galleries.cah.ucf.edu. And that's all the time we have for now. Make sure to keep up with what's happening throughout the week by following us on social media at UCF Nightly News. And check back here tomorrow for another nightly news update. I'm Natalie Manella Gray. Go Knights, charge on.